Welcome to The Insider at Heritage Museums and Gardens, where every other week we chat with guests and museum staff about all the exciting things that are happening in season here at the museum. This year, the museum is celebrating its 50th anniversary, so please plan to join us. My name is Judith Getz, and I'm happy to be your host today. In this episode, we're speaking to Heritage's Director of Visitor Engagement, Heather Mead, and Liz Fort, our Manager of Public Programs. This is all about Kids Day that's coming up on July 27th. Wonderful to have you both here. And of course, we're speaking right in the middle of Hidden Hollow, which is kids-centric here at Heritage.
That's right, absolutely.
So why don't we start with you, Liz? Tell me a little bit about the history of this particular event. Why did we decide to do a Kids Day?
Well, I'll give you a little bit of background, then I think Heather should take over because she has a much deeper knowledge base than I do. But one of the things we wanted to do with Kids Day was how can we serve a really big audience. We used to have our Family Fun Friday programs, which we did over the summer, and programs don't last forever, and we felt like how can we revamp this to kind of reach another audience. And some people, like me, still have to work during the summer, so Friday isn't always the best day. So what could we do on a Saturday that would be a great kind of just blowout day? And I always thought, moms have their own day and dads have their own day, so like kids should totally have their own day. So this day is all about the kids. But I know this day has a lot of history here at Heritage, so Heather can talk to that too.
Well, on the history part, Judith mentioned that it was our 50th anniversary here at Heritage this year. And in preparation for this milestone event, one of the things that we were interested in doing was hearing from our longtime members, supporters, Heritage program participants, about looking back over their association with Heritage. What were some of their favorite events that they participated in? And we heard that Kids Day kept coming up, which was a program that we ran, back in the mid-90s to early 2000s. So it had sort of a decade-long run. As Liz said, programs all have a life cycle. And we moved on to doing some other things. But folks had such really fond memories of having that, as Liz described it, like a real blowout day where you could come to Heritage and just there'd be family fun around every corner. So we really wanted to reprise that for the 50th.
And just for those listening, we're not talking about a specific age group. You can be a kid and be 50, right?
Absolutely. I say kids of all ages, absolutely.
Now, the day itself is going to be free for kids. That means free admission for children.
That's right.
And between the ages of?
Kids of all ages. Oh, I'm sorry. All ages meaning up to age 18. 2 and under are always free at Heritage, so I guess it would be your 3-year-olds to 18-year-olds would be free on that day.
So what am I getting for free? I'm going to be walking in this entrance,
yeah.
And what am I going to be seeing here?
Well, we have kind of stuff stretched throughout the grounds in all the galleries and kind of lasting throughout the day. So if you come in the morning, one of the first things you'll want to check out is our Art Adventures program. We have another one of our outdoor art artists. Her name is Michelle Luigi, and she's coming in to do a free program with families. And we're titling this one Trash to Treasures, because you'll actually be able to make a jellyfish out of plastic bags. And you're asking yourself, why am I doing that? And the question is, Michelle actually is an artist who uses plastic bags in her art, and we'll have one of her pieces, Chrysalis, installed. And Heather, I think you've done a little more research on Michelle.
Yeah, we're so excited to have her be part of our outdoor sculpture exhibit this year, which of course is entitled Human Nature, and really explores the relationships between humans and their environment. And Michelle is an incredible artist. She is actually an instructor. She teaches sculpture at Lesley University's School of Art and Design. And she has shown her work worldwide, sort of from Berlin to Peru. And we're thrilled to have her sculpture that Liz mentioned, Chrysalis. It really addresses the impact of consumerism in our society on nature. So a really thought-provoking piece, and also her technique is so interesting.
She weaves plastic bags.
Yeah, she actually uses crochet to create these huge woven sculptures. And what I love about the fact that we get to have these artists working with families is they get to use the same materials and the same techniques as these artists use in creating their incredible artworks, and the whole family can get involved and take a piece of art home with them.
Now, this is obviously a topic that we're discussing right here on Cape Cod on a local level in regards to plastic bags, so having the two kind of merge and having a deeper conversation about it is a good way of introducing the topic for some. Liz, go ahead and jump in and tell me where this program's taking place?
So the program, Art Adventures Trash to Treasures with Michelle Luigi, will take place on the terrace right as you come in to the grounds, and that's from 10:30 to 12:30. So that's going on in the morning. It's totally free. It's a drop-in thing, so you don't feel like you have to be there the whole time. You can drop in and make a jellyfish, and then make your way on to the next extravaganza, which probably the next thing you would want to hit would be face painting and glitter tattoos with Sybil Kaplan. So Sybil's been here a couple times. She does amazing art, like full face or small pictures, whatever you want. And then the glitter tattoos are a great way for everybody to just get something fun. I did an octopus one time on my hand. So you can get your glitter tattoos and your face painted, and then you can go over to our awesome photo op where we'll have like costumes and hats and boas and all kinds of stuff to decorate yourself and take a family photo in our photo booth area. And that's all going to be happening in the Heald Center, which is right inside the auto gallery. So those are kind of your first things to do when you get here.
And then as you make your way down, I know that we have some exciting programs coming up in the afternoon down by the Flume, I believe.
Yes. So first thing, I should back up and say that you'd want to stop by the orientation table and get yourself a road map with a schedule of what's going on, and pick up a scavenger hunt that'll be animal related. The whole theme for the day is animals, so we have a bunch of animal related things like the jellyfish craft, and you can get your face painted like a tiger or whatever. But then you're going to want to make your way to the concert stage area where we're going to have the amazing animal ambassadors here.
Okay.
They're an on-Cape animal performance group, and they are going to be putting on an animal show for us. So from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock, there will be an animal show right on the concert stage where you'll get to see really cool animals that are from all over the world, and we'll get to learn about where they live and what they eat and what they do, and kind of have a little bit of...
Are these birds of, for example, I've seen birds of prey.
Yeah, so she had, Bethany Jacobson is the owner of this group, and she has quite a menagerie of animals, and we won't know until kind of the week before which exactly animals, because, sometimes the animals are a little grumpy when they wake up in the morning, or maybe they had to go to a different event, but she'll have a variety of kind of 5 medium to larger animals, and then before and after the actual show, so from 12:30 to 1 and from 2 to 2:30, there'll be kind of a touch table, maybe with insects or salamanders or lizards, and there'll also be a meet and greet after the show, so you get to come down and take photos with the animals and kind of meet them up close and personal.
That sounds like fun, Heather.
I think it's going to be a blast.
And then we're moving on. We've, of course, got outdoor games taking place throughout the entire day.
Yes, we have 2 great outdoor game areas. So up on the Nickerson field, up kind of where the picnic table is near the cafe, we'll have our Imagination Playground. That's our really big blue blocks that you may have seen at Gardens Aglow, or if you came on June 15th, they were out for the 50th. They're great for building and all kinds of exploratory play with that. And we're also going to feature some inflatable animals that can go in there, so feel free to build your own zoo while you're there. Wrangle the animals. And then down on the parade field, we'll have our favorites, our usual games, frisbees, bouncing balls, jump ropes. And we're also going to pull out we have a giant checker set, so that'll be fun to play as well. Challenge your friends.
Fun. And of course the blocks are out there as well. I noticed walking down here today, I noticed a variety of people engaging in the blocks again, which is wonderful to see. And we got those last year. They were part of an outdoor exhibit originally.
Yes, so fun.
And then as you make your way throughout the grounds, you want to stop in all the galleries to work on your scavenger hunt. And we're trying to do the scavenger hunts. It's not just find things, it's also do things. So they're really like activity kind of based family challenges. And when you do each activity, you get a sticker. And then on the way out, you can stop by the prize table and pick up a prize as well. We'll have music playing everywhere. Down here in Hidden Hollow, we're going to have the bubble machine going. We'll have some animal books in the treehouse for quiet reading. And then we're also going to make a animal themed craft. So we're going to have a variety of pipe cleaner and egg carton themed crafts where you can make like a little turtle or a little snake with beads on it, or a dragonfly, or a clothespin animal. And you can make your whole little menagerie of animals to take with you for the crafts. And then when you get back up to the carousel, which of course you never want to miss while you're here at Heritage, you can take a ride on the carousel, and then you can also add your favorite animal, mythical or real, to the Heritage Menagerie. So we'll have like a big banner out where people can draw and write stuff in it.
Well, it sounds like a full day, Heather.
Absolutely. Hopefully families will go home Tired and happy.
Now, one of the things of course, when my big ones, once were little, when we would do things like this, one of the things that we were obviously interested in spending a day was also eating, and I do want to make sure that everybody knows the cafe will be open.
Yes.
So if you need more information about that, I encourage you to go to our website, which is heritagemuseums.org. Anything else you want to mention about that day? Let's go ahead and mention the date again.
Yes, the date is Saturday, July 27th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Well, I want to thank you both for being on the show today. And we want to thank you for joining us for this episode of The Insider at Heritage Museums and Gardens. Of course, we've been speaking to Heritage's Director of Visitor Engagement, Heather Mead, and Liz Fort, our Manager of Public Programs. This has been all about Kids Day. Today's interview has been brought to you by Arbella Insurance Foundation and Cape Cod 5, our 2019 season sponsors. You can hear more interviews like this one by finding us on iTunes. And of course, more information about Heritage Museums and Gardens and upcoming programming that can all be found on our website at heritagemuseums.org. Until next time, thank you so much for listening.